Hello and good afternoon. Seriously Introverted here. Welcome to my first official video of 2018. I have something I think is cool. Hopefully you will as well. I didn't want to give it away in the title, so I've got mystery unboxing. I'll give a little bit of background to kind of for why in the world I even have this box. So it is a subscription box, comes every month. It is new to me. I just heard of it, I don't know, last month or something, like the end of last month. And again, it's wildly different than what I would have ever thought I was gonna do on my channel. Wildly different than what I hope that you would come to expect of me. Being Disney and Harry Potter related on the channel. It is not even close to being either one of those. So, background, I guess, on me and why it's something I would be interested in. I come from a law enforcement medical household, meaning as I was growing up, my dad was a police officer, for 16, 18 years, something around in there. Could have been longer. He was caught for a long time. The last 6 years or something, he was the canine police officer, and he moved on, and he's a security training officer, a firearm security training officer. So still tactical and kind of along those lines, but it's not the sort of the political thing that a police officer would be. My mom is a paramedic. She worked for the hospital for 20 years before she moved on, and she's a dispatcher now for our sheriff's office. Has been doing that for several years. She also is on our water rescue team, or squad, or whatever you want to call it. So we're very, like, the household is very tactical, and that's kind of what this box is. Probably give it away, but when I was younger, I would have classified my dad as a fringe prepper, and what I mean by that is he watched all the prepper shows, because there were a vast amount of them at one point, and the shows were the people who had way more money than they probably should have for what they were doing with it, and they were buying essentially like mansion bunkers and burying them however many feet deep in an undisclosed area in the mountains somewhere. And it would house tons of people, you know, their immediate family, and, you know, their kids' significant others and their grandkids and whatever else. And they had enough food and supplies and whatever for, you know, up to a decade for like 15 people in this bunker. And there were a lot of shows like that, and there were tons of them. And since he watched them, we watched them, and I find that so fascinating. Maybe because I grew up that way, I don't know. I'm fascinated by it. So my youngest brother at one point was in Boy Scouts, and my dad was a scout leader for their troop, and they tried to incorporate everyday tactical, you know, everyday preparedness, everyday alertness, you know, stuff that most of us should be doing anyway, being alert, being prepared for things going on around us. So they did like a bug out bag or something. I don't know, I guess I'll say section, but I don't really know what they would classify it as. And my dad got so into it that he made himself one for the house, he made my mom one, he made my youngest brother one, and I was like really excited about it. So, you know, I haven't lived with him in a really long time, so he bought me a bag so I could make my own at my house. So I have one, but it's not, like, it's lacking in the food and water department, and I'm in my car a lot. I live an hour away from where I work, so, and then at that time I was driving to school, which was 40 miles, so I'm in my car a ton. So I have a car kit that, you know, if something was to happen and I needed to abandon my car or whatever, I could, or if I needed to hunker down in the car, I could. stuff like that. And again, it's lacking in the food and the water because I don't really know a good way to do it. So I was watching YouTube, and funny enough, I was watching like Disney and Harry Potter hauls because I watch a ton of those. And in the list, this box come up, like unboxing video came up, and that interests me. So I was like, I'll give it a go. So I watched it, and then turned around and watched probably, I don't know, 8 months worth of unboxing for this subscription box, and I decided that no, I'm gonna do it. So unveil the box here. It's called Survival Boxes. Very first one, gonna give it a go. It'll be fun. I have the alpha one. There are 3 levels. So there's the gear only, which, as it sounds, it's only gear. It is the most expensive out of the whole thing. It is $89.99 for the box every month. Plus you're paying $9.99 for shipping, so it's $100 for the box every month. But you're getting a ton of stuff. Like, this one's heavy, and it's not just gear. The opposite side of that is the Survival Boxes Bravo. So if you have gear, you don't need gear, you've got plenty of it, whatever, but you need emergency food, water, and seed supply, the Bravo box is only that. It is no gear, it's just food, water, and like seed supply. It is the cheapest out of the boxes, and it's like $35.99, again, plus $9.99 shipping. This one is the middle one. The Alpha box is half gear, half food, water, and seeds. So I don't need gear per se, but there's always cool gear, new stuff coming out, stuff I didn't know existed, maybe something that works better than what I currently have, you know, whatever. Gear is ever changing. If you have a bug out bag or whatever, you know, you shouldn't just set it and then that's the same bag you're gonna have for 10 years. Like, you should be going in and refreshing it, changing your gear or whatever to fit your situation. So I wanted both gear and food and water and seeds. This one is $39.99, I think, per box. Again, $9.99 shipping. So not too bad. This is my 4th subscription box though, so I'm gonna probably have to cut a box or maybe 2 because I'm paying for 4 and I don't need that many. So we'll see how this one goes. This box is actually pretty hefty, so it is quite neat. It gives you a little survival, like a little, I don't know, tidbit or something on the side. So, but survivalboxes.com, I'll put the link in the description below. So we will open this and see what's in there. You can also see I'm visible with the unboxing this time. I'm trying it a little bit different. So let's see if I can do this. So you open it. This is, you know, this is what you see. So new members get this. It's a binder that, I don't know, oh, I guess the card comes in there. So what they do is they give you a neat little information card for whatever the theme of the box is for that particular month, because they do it by theming of the month. So this one has card number 1. So you can, which means I technically have a duplicate. So I should be, like, as the boxes come in every month, you'll get a new card for the card that's, you know, for that month or whatever. And then you put it in your binder, and then as you get more and more boxes, this binder becomes a neat little source of information. So if you need to refer back to it for some sort of survival or just informational for anything, you can refer back to it. So the very first card is a campsite selection for backpackers, and then it gives you, you know, how to set up your your camp and how far away to put your food for bears and whatever else. And it is front and back. Oh, is it gonna, there you go, focus. So it's a neat little bit of information. You can go to their website and buy all the cards that are current for the months. So I did that in advance, and it's handy because if you do the subscription box, I got emailed a $5, you know, thank you for subscribing thing. These were $4.99, so I have up to card 23, which is how to survive in your car for 48 hours. If it will, there we go, focus. So I have, you know, 23 cards, $4.99. That $5 coupon means they were free. I paid like a little over $2 for shipping, and now I can put them in here and I should be up to date. So my next card ideally should be card 24, and I didn't miss a card. So my information should be cool, like good to go. And then I didn't miss anything. And then when I bought the cards, I got yet another $5 gift, like coupon thing. So if I wanted to go through the website, I could go get something else and have $5 off. So, let's see. So then you get your, you know, welcome to the survival boxes, and then it just kind of gives you what they are and their social media stuff if you want to follow them. And then this is, so your very first one is always the new subscriber box, which is again what I am. So they actually give you all 3 boxes and what was in all 3 boxes. And this is actually kind of neat for box wise because they actually give you, like, they do all the work for you. So if you think I could get that cheaper, you know, online or whatever, they've actually done that. They go online, they find the lowest priced item, or like say they go to Amazon and that's what the lowest price they could find it, that's technically what they charge, like they give the value for. So for the Alpha box, again, this box is $39.99, so they've got it valued at $92.97. And so they do lowest online price for all items, which they got prices from Amazon. So, and then plus their shipping, which is the Prime shipping. So they valued this entire box on Amazon prices and the lowest price that you can get for Amazon shipping. So that's the value. So I paid $40 for this box, and my value, if I was to go buy this all individually from Amazon, I would have paid $92.97 for each of these. So I got a value of $40 essentially. So that is cool. I like how they do that. So very first thing fell out of the box is your seed packet. These are heirloom seed, non-GMO. I don't do well with plants. So these are Ace 55 tomatoes. I'm terrible with plants. They die, like, so quickly do they die. I overwater them, and then to compensate I don't water them, and then just death to plants. I don't do well with that at all. But if something was to happen, I could store these. So the little envelope that they're in, I could store these. So I'm thinking like a recipe box almost, a little taller obviously because this is big, but I could do a recipe box, hold them, store them. If, you know, worst case scenario, we're gonna do a zombie apocalypse, you know, whatever, or just all around apocalypse, and I need to plant a garden, I'm gonna find some with a green thumb and I have seeds. Or if this comes down to like a trading thing and I need to trade for goods, I can trade seeds, you know, whatever it comes down to. I'm not this, like, if you're a gardener, you can incorporate this now into your, you know, into your garden or whatever, and it's essentially free seeds. They don't charge you for these. So this isn't added into the value of the box because these are free. So if you're a gardener, perfect. These are just free seeds for you every month, and you can start working them into your garden. If you're like me and you kill plants, you can just look at a plant and they start to die. Like, I'm probably just gonna hold these and I'll be like, oh, I'm prepping for way later. Like, or you know, when someone cleans my house out, however many years later, when I'm no longer here, they're gonna be like, why does she have all these seeds? My gift to you. So, all right, moving on. So the next thing here, I'm gonna do the gear side first, other than the seeds, obviously. We're gonna do gear first, and then I'll move to the food. So the next thing is this Instafire, and it is valued, let's see, can I read this here? Instafire at $2.66. So it looks like, according to the back, looks like it's just you know, it's tinder, you know, it's tinder. You pour it out of the bag and pile it all up, and then you can use your you know, whatever you've got, whether you've got a lighter or you've got your, you know, flint, you know, rod and steel kind of thing going, and then you pile up your, you know, wood or whatever else you're using to build your fire, and then this helps you start your fire. The next thing, I like knives. I like knives a lot, so I'm excited that most of these boxes, for the ones that I saw getting unboxed, there was a knife in just about all of the boxes. So Ka-Bar, Johnson Adventure blades, looks like. This one is the Adventure Piggyback. I don't know if you can, is that in focus? Yeah. So that one, oh, they must just call this a survival knife, even though it's actually got a name. Okay, so the Ka-Bar here, the Piggyback Adventurer, is valued at $12.20. Is it focusing? There we go. So Ka-Bar, $12.20. So let's open this real quick. Not being quite stubborn here. All right. So there you go. Maybe. There. Skeleton, you know, handle. Stainless steel, I believe. Makes it lightweight. It is quite sharp. I like the, it feels nice, like to click it all the way in. Simple sheath. Has the lanyard hole at the top, so you could wear it around your neck. So that is the Ka-Bar Adventure Piggyback. $12.20, I believe, is what that was. The next thing is a, looks like a hank of paracord. Probably, doesn't say, probably 550. It's common, or that's usually what it is. 550 paracord. Doesn't actually say how long this is. 550, it's a 30 feet hank of paracord. That is $4.49. Next is the waterproof match case. I I have several of these. Paracord is a necessary thing if you're gonna do any sort of bug out bag or really anything. Paracord's good for like incorporating it onto your person, whether it's those survival bracelets, moving them into your, like making them your shoelaces, making a necklace. Paracord's just good for any time. I have a couple. I actually have, I think, this one in my car, I think. I think the rule for like water purification and for fire starting is to have two different ways to do it. So for starting a fire, have waterproof matches, but also have the rod and steel, or a lighter or whatever. Always have two different ways to do it, which is $2.97. So far the prices sound good. Like, they don't sound crazy or anything. Let's see. Is this a flashlight? Yeah. Flashlights are like a thing for us. They're usually in our stocking for Christmas. Can never have too many flashlights. That is just a thing. You can never have too many flashlights. This one looked like the Ultrafire. Oh, it's called a Cree Tactical Zoom 3 Mode LED flashlight for $5.76. They did include batteries for $3.50. So let's light this puppy up. They just gave Zeus batteries, whatever those are. I've never seen them before. If they work, that's all I care about. So, AA batteries. There we go. They gave you 4 batteries, but you actually only need 1 battery. Well, that was quite nice of them. So, alright. So as you can see, it is quite bright. And then you can toggle through by just barely hitting. So there are 3 modes. It's a high, low, and then the strobe. So quite bright. And then just click off when you're done. Might use this. It's getting kind of dark in here. Maybe I can actually read the card now. Alright. So next, so you got the flashlight. So that is the Ultrafire Cree, and as you can probably tell, it's actually really small. This is, I have little hands, and that's fits in my palm, so that's cool. Again, can't ever have too many flashlights. That's a must for pretty much anything. I think I have 2 just in my car. I have 1 almost in every room of my house. You just can't ever have too many. Next thing, normal the rod and steel. So it's got it kind of tied. It'll come off a little bit. That way you can spread out a little bit to be able to shave off. So there is your steel fire starter. So $6.99 for this. Yeah, that's probably, I have a couple of those. That's probably about what I've paid for them in the past. To go with our waterproof match case, waterproof matches. So I put those into the waterproof thing. This is a 40 count box for 99 cents. A pretty standard Mylar rescue blanket. Again, you can't can't go wrong with this. There are better ones, of course, but this one will get the job done. This one is, I guess we'll call it the classic one, the cheap one. I think I have, I have Sol's version, I think. The Stay Outdoor Longer, I have that one. The Reflective Mylar Survival Blanket is $2.88. So, next is the emergency candle. Looks like there's actually 3 of them in there, long burning emergency candles. These are emergency survival candles, so they are $7.09 for their value. And they contain 2 candles and 2 metal holders. Burns up to anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. I don't think I actually have those, so that's a good addition. That's kind of a my bad on my part. Really, anyone who owns, well, anybody, I guess, if you're living by yourself, if you own an apartment, a house, whatever, those are good to have, or any sort of alternative lighting in case you lose power. That happens to me a lot in my house, so that's why I have so many flashlights. Candles are good. I have a few candles, but not true emergency candles. This little Johnson & Johnson first aid kit. I actually have 2 of these. These are wonderful. It's a nice little starter. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. They don't actually have this one listed. These are usually like a couple bucks, $3, something like that. Again, I have like 2 of these. They come in a really nice, like, hard plastic case. So when you use it up, you can refill it with whatever it is that you're wanting. I think I've got one of these in my car, and I have one in the bug out bag that's in my house. These are really nice to have. It's a really good starter. So that's it for the gear side. So quite a bit for gear. Again, I don't actually know if the first member box is the same for everybody. If the new member box is just the same one, or what. I would assume it's all the same. I mean, it does say new subscriber box at the top of this, so we'll not entirely sure. I watched so many of those videos I don't remember. So alright, so the next thing is we're going to the food side now. So emergency food from the Wise Company. Teriyaki rice. The shelf life on this is quite long, I believe. I can't remember, it's like 5 years or something. Might actually be way longer than that. I'm not, like, I haven't had any MREs, especially not like the newer ones. Some of them are, like, I know I've heard they're good, but for me these are emergency only. I'm not gonna eat them just because I didn't know what else to eat that day. But it's good to throw in your bag. They don't take up very much space. I mean, it's relatively small. This bag here is 4 servings. It's actually relatively large. 270 calories per serving. So you could share it or split it off for yourself, kind of thing. This one, oh, this one says 25 years storable, so 25 years. So they've got 2 listed, so one's $11.93 and the other is $10.11. So the second one is cheesy lasagna, also from the Wise Company. So this one says manufacture date 8/17 of 2017. So this one's smudged. That could be a 7 instead of 20. That one's kind of hard to read. So, and if that's the case, maybe it's 25 years from the manufacture date. So 25 years to store. This one's also 4 servings, 250 calories per serving. I'm not much of a rice person, but the lasagna looks pretty tasty. And then you get water in every box. It just depends on which water or like how many. So in this box we get 4 in these little pouches. So I think these are awesome. So these are 5-year shelf life. Whoop, I'm sorry. 5-year shelf life. So Mayday emergency drinking water. It's one of my biggest issues with trying to figure out how to store the water. Because as far as I can remember, they recommend that you have like 3 gallons per person per day, and to store just 3 random gallons in the back of my car, or you know, how do you carry 3 gallons in your bug out bag, you know, whatever, that's logistically that's hard to figure out. So having these little pouches is really cool because they don't take up much space. Obviously these aren't going to be enough. This is only 4.25 or well 4.225 fluid ounces. So I mean, you're gonna need a bunch of these, but these are much easier to store and carry than like 3 gallons in a gallon jug would be. So the 4 of these, they have them all together, so all 4 of these are $3.96. So pretty cheap for 4 of these. And quite handy. They're really cold because I got them from outside because I just got it today, and I opened it soon after I grabbed it. So they're pretty sturdy, like plastic, so it doesn't seem like they would puncture very easily. So I don't know if that's my other concern, I guess, for putting gallons of water in the back of my car. I mean, today when I left for work this morning, today was our truck day. So I live an hour away from where I work. Our truck starts, we unload at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I woke up and was on the road at 2:30 this morning. When I left my house, it was 51 degrees or something. When it was raining, so 51 degrees and raining. By the time I got to work, still raining, still nice, whatever. Between 7 and 8 o'clock, the weather changed dramatically. So it went from 51 degrees to 25 degrees. The rain went from rain to freezing rain, eventually turned into sleet, turned into snow. By the time I got home, it was snowing, and it's 19 degrees outside right now. So in the span of just, you know, 7-8 hours, it dropped, you know, a crazy, I mean, it dropped like 30 degrees, and it went from rain to snow. So having gallons of water in my car, it would freeze back there and then, you know, potentially burst, and then it would melt and be all over the place. So something like these might be a little bit better, because this was sitting outside for I don't know how long, several hours in teens, and they did not freeze. So that's good. I mean, they probably would eventually freeze, but the packaging gave it a little bit of insulation. But I don't know if it would burst out of here after it froze or not. So, not sure. But that is the box. So we'll go through this again here. I'll do it in order, so that way maybe I can see if I missed it or not. The little thing. So both of the so the Wise MREs, or the, you know, the food or whatever, the freeze-dry meals. 25-year storable dehydrated freeze-dry meal. One of them was $11.93 and the other one was $10.11. All 4 of the drinking pouches, get it so you can read it here. Mayday emergency drinking water, 4 ounces or 4.225 ounces a piece. They were $3.96 for all 4 of them. Oh, was that? I don't know if that, there you go. Let's see, the Ultrafire. It will, there we go. The Ultrafire Cree flashlight. So Cree Tactical Zoom 3 mode flashlight was $5.76. The batteries that came with it, so they gave us 4, but I only actually needed 3 to man the flashlight. Those were $3.50. The Ka-Bar Adventure Piggyback knife that came with the sheath was $12.20. So that guy, $12.20. The Hank 30-foot 550 paracord was $4.49. The reflective Mylar survival blanket was $2.88. Let's see. The waterproof matches. I don't know if it will. Maybe. Possibly focus, you know, maybe. It's gonna be rude now. I don't know. They're waterproof matches, I promise. Apparently it really doesn't like this box. Well, anyway, they're waterproof matches. 40 count, those are 99 cents. The holder, the waterproof holder, is $2.07. The if I don't drop it here, the Ferramag Fire Steel Fire Starter is $6.99. So your rod and steel. The Instafire Fire Starter Cooking Fuel, that's what they're calling it, is $2.66. The Emergency Survival Candle, which is $7.09. They've got this in here, so they've got the survival or mini survival binder. They've got valued at $5.10. The camera just stopped randomly. Alright. The knowledge card, they've got valued as free. So the binder itself is $5.10. The card is free. It will be free every month. And the heirloom seeds, if I can find it, is the last thing listed on the card. Non-GMO heirloom survival seeds. They're valued at $4.99, but the value of free storable survival seeds. So they are free to us in the box, but they are valued at $4.99. So that means I went through this entire list and these are not listed. So I got, maybe that means I got them for free then. Maybe it was an accident. So this apparently wasn't supposed to be in the box. Yeah, so, whoops, but, okay. I'll totally use that. So, there's the list. I went in order, so that way I could see if I totally missed it or not, and I definitely didn't, as far as I can tell. So the value of this box is a little over $92. I pay $39.99 plus $9.99 shipping. So if you added the shipping in, you're still, it's, you know, $50, so you're still getting $40 for the box. If you take the shipping away, then you're getting $50 value for the box. I tend to add the shipping in because I paid for the shipping, so it's still a $40 value, essentially, for the box. But yeah, $39.99 plus shipping, which is $9.99. The Bravo box, again, which is food only, food and water, it is $36.99 plus shipping, and the gear only is $89.99 plus shipping. So depending on what it is that you're wanting, gear, food, or a little bit of both, might be something that you're looking forward to or look into. I'll put the link below. It's a neat box. I'm excited. I'm excited to get it each month and see how well it goes. You know, other than the fact that this is the new subscriber box, they are themed every month. I think the December one was like cold weather or something, survival. So it was stuff geared for that, fire starting, emergency candle, you know, those are kind of basic. So I got a little bit of everything in that box for that. So we'll see what this one continues to do. I might do it for a few months, and then if I don't like it, then I'll get rid of it. I'm mostly doing it for the again, for the food and water part of it, because I didn't know what to do with my kit in the car and my bag in the house. You know, peanut butter and stuff is usually what everyone does, granola bars, but those are a relatively short shelf life. A 5-year life for water, that's pretty standard, but a 25-year life span for the freeze-dried meals, and for it to be as big as it is, say you go to Walmart. Walmart has single serving bags, but they're like $5, which is fine. But if you want the bigger ones that do like 3 servings, they're like $15-20. That's almost the entire, you know, value or like cost of my box. So, and I got 2 of those. That's, you know, to buy 2 of those at the store, that's the entirety of the box. And I got a bunch of other stuff, you know, with it. So I'm looking forward to it. And I know in some of the other boxes there was Mountain House stuff, and that brand I'm more familiar with, I guess. So yeah, that's it for the box. I'm excited to see what the next ones are. I hope you enjoyed this video. I started and stopped a lot. I had some phone calls and stuff, so my bad. But yeah, like, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd rather me do videos like this where I'm in front of the camera instead of just talking hands, and I talk with my hands anyway, but you know, phantom hands in the view instead. I'll, you know, give me some feedback. You know, I'll do my best to accommodate. You know, if I can do something better, then I'll try that instead. But yeah, trying to think. I've got the my Disney box is coming. That'll be next month. I know my Geek Gear box will be at the end of the month, but I may or may not. That might be pushed to next month. This month is super busy for me. Where I work, I'm getting ready for inventory. This week is the biggest claims, which is like our return to vendor. We get all the stuff that they want us to off the floor, and I scan it out, package it up, and send it off. I had a little over 2,200 items that I had to find. My deadline is tomorrow, which is Friday, the 12th. I'm hoping to get this video up today, so we'll see. YouTube and my computer were being rude the other day and decided to delete my video after it uploaded. So you never know. So then we're getting ready for inventory, which is in a couple weeks. And then like right after that, or a little bit after that, I leave for Disney for my 10-day vacation. So stay tuned, you know, check back, keep, you know, hit subscribe, hang out with me, because I've got some really fun stuff coming, especially with the Disney. It's gonna be a blast. So I'm gonna do some vlogging there and kind of checking out what's going on. I will have I'm gonna call it like a mini series, maybe 3 videos, kind of a prep for Disney vacation video, what I'm packing in my suitcase video, and what I'm packing in my park backpack video. So those 3 should be coming up. I'll do that probably next week sometime. So, and then yeah, I'm stupid excited right now for Disney. So yeah, check back, subscribe, you know, hang out with me if you like Disney, other than, well, and Harry Potter, other than this random, you know, Survivor Boxes subscription. I think it's cool. So if hopefully you do too, and if not, then bear with me, and if you do, then check it out and keep checking back, because this is an every month thing, and I will continue to do it until I can't afford to, I guess, anymore. We'll see. But yeah, okay, well, I hope you guys have a good evening and stay warm, because it's super cold here in Kansas, and see you later till the next video.